It's Madden NFL 23. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Commanders and the Eagles coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 12 of the NFL season and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week results.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a toss, running left, Eckler. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. On second down, Eckler. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Sliding out of the pocket. A beautiful fake. Hurts fumbles it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the Commanders who picked up the road victory, so they'll be fighting for the season sweep in this one. Flushed out right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing now is Mahomes. There's Chris Olave. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On the handoff, Taylor. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. Mahomes' throw caught by Olave. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Takes it at the 7. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurts.
On the screen, this is Eckler. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard to the 39.
Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Mahomes. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Eckler is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well. How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Chris Olave
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders are once again back in front. Boy, Charles, his offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing out left and finding Likely.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. Open man is Samuel, complete.
Second down at 5.
Mahomes going to throw.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football
as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A little juke. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Back to Taylor on first down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And a tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Touchdown, Washington.
Curtis Samuel a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Carlson now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And out now come the Eagles. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And it's a fumble.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Carlson on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He'll drop to throw. This is intercepted.
Picked up by Jamin Davis.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
He'll drop this down to Taylor, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Slant pass complete to Olave. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. the middle. Here's Taylor, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jonathan Taylor, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first-half lead.
And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Back to throw.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. Washington on 3rd down.
They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Mahomes.
Completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On the draw is Taylor.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
106 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Again, it's Taylor.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Holding offense.
And they get the guard, John Runyon. Hurts.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. Right side, there's Likely with it. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Set to punt, here's Cameron Johnston. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands of Pitts here.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Taylor.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now it's Mahomes again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
He completes it to Olave.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here is Washington now to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And this one is incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got an open man, it's Olave. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Mahomes throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain block.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On the
Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession.
He's been a load for them to handle defensively, I know that much.
Well, look at him. He's got 7 catches on the game, and he's starting to shred them a little bit because not only is he catching them, he's picking up good yardage, keeping the chains moving, ball control, you name it. This big guy, what did you say? He's been a load for them to handle?
That's right.
Agreed.
This has 7 catches, as you said, over 100 yards. From the 38, Mahomes. Open man is Samuel, complete. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
141 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
On the handoff, Taylor.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On first down, Mahomes. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. A second fake. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
162 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, Jonathan Taylor, like most guys from Wisconsin, he's not one to shy away from contact. He proved it right there.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
The pass caught by Olave.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
That's Olave bringing in another one. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
Now a give to Taylor. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. Olave over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he whips that one incomplete there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson. This a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even starting to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He's got his receiver, Cooper.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Hurts.
He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Running left, Taylor. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Commanders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. That helps the... Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Washington, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's another week with more questions.